Well, those of you that have watched my silly videos before probably might notice something a little different today. That is, I'm riding a different motorcycle. And the reason for that is this past Saturday, today's Monday, I traded my FJR1300A 2013 model for a brand new 2017 FJ09. And you might say, well, why in the world did you do that? And the reason is, at my advancing age, the FJR was getting heavier with each passing month. And so my thoughts started turning to smaller, lighter, more nimble. And of course I love Yamaha. So the baby brother sport tour, the FJ09, naturally immediately came to mind. And I watched a million YouTube video reviews, read everything I could find. I went on the FJ09 owners forum, joined that forum, read, found out everything I could about the differences between the 2015, 16, 17. Then a few weeks ago I drove down to Fayetteville, North Carolina, where a dealer had a quote new 2015, the gray model, the gray color in stock that'd been used as a demo. Well, it had nearly 2,000 miles on it. And I thought it was really funny that the dealer would be selling this as new with 2,000 miles on it, and miles that are not contributed by a single loving owner who had every reason to want to take care of the bike, but miles contributed by maybe hooligans who just wanted to see what the bike could do. Well, maybe I'm wrong, but that was the image that came to mind. But anyway, I went on a test ride on the bike, and it wasn't a very good test ride. I just was sent off by myself to go down one of the main streets in Fayetteville. And you know, this is like 4 lanes, 2 lanes going each way, traffic lights about every quarter mile, a lot of traffic. So I didn't really get to observe much, except that I liked the seating position. Very like the FJR, but I think my knees were a little less bent. My torso is more erect. Handlebars, of course, the grips are wider, but everything that could be objectively determined like that about the bike I liked. I had also taken a test ride on a Triumph's 2017 Street Triple, which I'd read a lot of rave reviews about that, and the bike's kind of interesting. It's sort of, you have the feeling that you got a Stradivarius in your hands when you take possession of the thing, get on it. It just Olin shocks. I mean, everything about it looks to be first class, with the possible exception of the switches, which are just junk relative to the Yamaha issue. But the bike seems absolutely like a toy. It's just tiny, especially coming, of course, from the FJR. So I went for a ride on this. It was fun, but I barely felt I could get my feet on the pegs. The pegs were so small. The brake was hard to find. It was small. I liked the bike okay, but it certainly wasn't a replacement for my FJR. And of course, it's a lot more expensive than the Yamaha, the FJ09. I think they want the suggested retail is $12,500 for that, $10,500 for the FJ09. So anyway, I scratched that off my list. Then I had this kind of fun negotiation with everybody who had an FJ09 listed on Cycle Traders within 150 or 200 miles of where I live in North Carolina. Mainly dealers. And then when I focused on new ones, it was exclusively dealers, of course. So I'd ask them what their best out the door price was, and then I would, you know, I have to say, I'd play them off against one another, because of course they initially want to add every kind of charge they can think of: dealer prep, delivery charges, you name it. Well, I finally got a price from a dealer in Durham that I really like dealing with, and so I got final deal was $10,500 out the door with the OEM heated grips installed. And I know somebody's going to tell me I could have done a lot better than that, but I felt pretty good about that. Anyway, so the final thing was to go in and take a test ride on this new 2017. And one of the things that I noticed about the beat up demo one in Rocky Mountain was there was a hell of a lot of vibration in the right handlebar, especially. Just had the feeling that the thing had really been put through the mill. And so I wanted to check on the vibration issues, and also I have a little arthritis in my right knee. I wanted to be sure if I went for a fairly lengthy ride that my knee wouldn't start killing me. That's one of the reasons I wanted to trade the FJR. Just something about that exact angle of bend in the right knee that was getting me. Anyway, so we went. He's the dealer, the sales guy, said, "Well, where would you like to go?" And I told him, and he said, "Well, you lead and I'll follow." So I went out and had about a 30-45 minute ride. Some on the slab, some on some twisties around Hillsboro, and no vibration. Well, maybe a little buzz, but none of what I was noticing in the 2015. And of course, with the slipper assist clutch, the clutch is really easy, smooth, transmission's beautiful. I didn't really notice any snatchiness in the throttle. So when he came back in, I said, "I'll do it." And here I am. And boy, I have to tell you, I don't know what it is. Somebody can be a lot more eloquent than I am about it, but this is like, it's going from the FJR to this is like going from a very nice big Mercedes sedan to a Porsche sports car. You can't really say one is better than the other. They're just different. And the Porsche is more fun. Well, the FJ09 is more fun. It's just more fun. It's just a hoot. I had replaced the seat on the FJR was sergeant seat, which I loved. And I know everybody complains about the seat on the FJ09 and the windshield. But to tell you the truth, it's summer, it's hot here. The windshield's not bothering me at all. And so far the seat feels fairly comfortable. I feel like it's flat enough that my hip bones are actually, my weight's actually on the hip bones on the seat as opposed to my tailbone. So that's all good. And you know, I have to say, I absolutely love the way this engine sounds.